After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
The final week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry for their fullback. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Bridgewater now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is third and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
On the return is Reed.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
36-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10.
At their 36-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, here's Herbert. Get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019 had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Play action now. Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
For the Panthers.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on her.
Here comes Reed.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The 20, 10, touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 78 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the ball. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
It's a gain of
8. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And we'll find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to.
This drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after one. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Here's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
1st and goal.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there.
3rd down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll get this to Eckler, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, It's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, it's Cannon, and he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
No gain on the play.
We've hit.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Bridgewater. And locates Walker, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Bridgewater. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
9-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
The extra
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
for Carolina.
Time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Here's Herbert now on second down. Herbert has it knocked free. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
He's going to look for Allen now. The deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
He was covered by...
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. And take it right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
6-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
That throw into the arms of Allen. He's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 47 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
brought down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now it's Herbert. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Derek Brown brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This just a 24-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to try to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he will score. Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Chargers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Cannon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 11.
Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Comes out on a hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Linval Joseph. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
2nd down.
A long ways to go here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he puts it through.
That's the score. Panthers 28, Chargers 18. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Ball carrier.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackled back at
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this one is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert, and it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Herbert back to the air.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all 2018 due to injury. If he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
23-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And on that one, catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch in a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Now Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 29. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 17.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Joe Reed, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the Takes it in for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Chargers 32.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Bridgewater. And this one's caught. And the fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Panthers 43.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Herbert. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this one completes a read. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to, and he was unable to on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 40.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Herbert throwing again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
One last throw here for Herbert. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at that they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. Yes, LA football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Charger drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Done by Trey Boston. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Carolina, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.